Welcome to episode 0 of the This, That, and All Things Cinema podcast. I'm your host, Ryan David Rogers. Now, if you stumbled across this podcast, you're probably asking yourself a couple of questions. Who am I, and what is the point of this podcast? Well, let's answer those questions in order, shall we? My name is Ryan David Rogers. I am an independent filmmaker based in southern New Hampshire. I have been working on independent films of various sizes for a number of years now, mostly doing stuff like PAing, sound. It was only recently that I actually directed a short film of my own, and I've actually have also written additional projects that are currently in the process of being worked on. When they're actually going to happen is kind of a bit of a question mark at the moment, but let's move on to the other question. What is this show about? Well, to put it bluntly, it's about films and the filmmaking process. Okay, let me go into a little bit more detail than that. When it comes to films, there's always a few aspects to it, like how they're made, the films themselves, and some of the news that kind of surrounds certain films, and the podcast will definitely be covering those three aspects of it. Some of the episodes I'm planning on doing in the near future will be focusing on some of the films that have actually inspired me as a filmmaker. Films that I actually looked at and kind of went, if they could be able to pull this off, maybe I have a shot at doing so. And of course, there's a couple of films that are like, well, if this guy can do it. So that's going to be one of the types of podcasts I will be doing. Additional ones will be talking about some progresses that I have been making on my own projects. And of course, some stuff like that I find interesting that's worthy of discussing that's kind of like been in the news. Like, for an example, I know this is kind of old news at this point. The Canon C500 Mark II. Long and short of it is, looks like a pretty cool camera, although my mouth still waters every time Blackmagic decides to do something. Yeah, this is pretty much going to be a super short episode because, there'll definitely be plenty of topics to talk about. In fact, I'm probably going to start working on material for the next couple episodes while cutting together a wedding film that I was booked to do last week. And so that's definitely going to be something that's going to be coming out quite soon. So yeah, if you're at all interested, follow the Thorndike Productions Facebook page, subscribe to the Thorndike Productions YouTube channel, and I'll be trying to get these podcasts out on a regular basis. So hopefully you'll come with me for the ride. So I'll see you soon. Peace.